begins with one of the weirdest sound effects I have ever heard. Just imagine if the sound team from one of Gordon Ramsay's shows was hired, but instead of using the effect for moldy food,
makes matters worse inside this kitchen.
they used this sound effect for literally everything in the game, from death to the very intro. This is our protagonist, Nathan Drake, or Nate as everyone knows him, an intelligent and sarcastic treasure hunter who, dare I say, has the most charming screams I have ever heard.
Oh, crap!
It's a wonder how he is still single.
Believe me.
Well, I did do my research.
Accompanying him is journalist Elena Fisher, who has an odd attachment for her camera. Sinking boat on fire?
Whole ship's gonna blow! We gotta jump!
Oh, wait.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Come on! Go!
Plane about to crash?
Now go!
Are you coming?
Kinda busy right now. Get going!
Dangling off a bridge that's about to snap with her plummeting to her death?
Ooh. Watch where you step. Some of these boards are really falling.
Elena! I can't hold on! Give me your other hand! You've got to let it go!
Damn it!
Anyway, the two of them recover the coffin of Nate's ancestor, Sir Francis Drake, off the coast of Panama, using the coordinates from the ring passed down to him from Sir Francis himself. When they open up the coffin, they discover millions of dollars of worth of gold. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's just his diary. Just then, they're attacked by wannabe pirates. I mean, there are 5 boats full of these people, and not one of them can aim at 2 people in a boat with pistols. It's not even grenade launchers or RPGs. Nate and Elena have 2 pistols. Anyway, Nate's boat is destroyed. But just in time, where just in time is a recurring theme of Uncharted, Victor Sullivan, or Sully, comes to their rescue and they escape. Later we find out that the diary gives the location of the lost treasure of El Dorado.
Goddamn Dorado.
He was onto something big already.
Fearing Elena may spill their findings, Sully convinces Nate to ditch her.
Right now.
And he does.
And I promise you that... Son of a bitch. Hey!
And she looks pretty mad about it as well. To continue, the directions in Sir Francis Drake's diary leads them into an empty pedestal, probably meant to hold a large statue, which is when they discover that El Dorado was never a city, but a 500-pound gold statue that the Spanish were trying to locate centuries ago. If this wasn't confusing enough, the two of them stumble across a German U-boat and discover the location where the Spaniards took El Dorado. At this point, you may wonder, the story's kinda getting dry, right? Oh, don't worry. Now Nate has an entire army of pirates after him, led by this British dude Gabriel Roman and his assistant Navarro. In short, Sully owes Roman a lot of money and blabs about the treasure, gets Nate and himself followed by them, and ultimately killed by Roman.
Sully! Sully!
Nate manages to escape
Stop him!
and is saved just in time by none other than
cowboy.
Elena Fisher. Wow, that was one
from
hell
Enemy
of
at
a
the Dock.
punch.
What the hell are you doing here?
Listen, I'm a good enough reporter to follow a couple of no-luck tomb robbers.
The two head to the last known location of El Dorado, where they are separated by a plane crash. I guess Nate himself pretty much sums up the Uncharted experience up to this point for us all.
Strangers trying to kill me, leave my map on a burning plane. Plane is missing. Most likely dead. That's great. Great start, Nate.
What follows is a series of climbing, fighting, jumping, and parkour in order to locate Elena. And when we finally find her, this is what she's seen doing.
Elena, what the hell's she doing?
At this point in the game, Nate is literally attempting to catch up to her when he gets caught by his old associate Eddie Raja. And again, Elena comes to Nate's rescue.
Just in time.
We'll find her. Trust me. How much trouble could one girl be?
Well, come on!
Thank you. Hey!
And the two escape. Just as Nate begins to feel that the search of El Dorado is just another wild goose chase, bam, there's another twist. And this time, Elena's super protected camera finally comes to use. The twist, you may ask? Well, Sully is alive. It is revealed that Sully was saved by Sir Francis Drake's old diary, which was kept in his pocket. Wow, that was one thick diary. As the three continue the search for El Dorado, Sully gets separated due to a trap, and Nate and Elena discover the body of Sir Francis Drake, assuming he died on the island searching for the treasure.
He just died here.
Nate gets super bummed by this and tosses his ancestral ring on Sir Francis Drake's body and is about to leave. Now, at this point, you're feeling, oh my god, the story's getting dry again. Bam! There's another twist. Nate and Elena encounter Eddie Roger running away from these mutated humanoids. The island is cursed.
Oh, crap.
Eddie dies. Nate and Elena run away and end up in a German bunker, discovering that the Germans too sought El Dorado during World War II, but like the Spaniards before them, met their fates by turning into these human mutants. Sir Francis Drake, aware of the statue's true power, attempted to keep the idol from getting out of the island and in the process destroyed all the ships and flooded the entire city before he too was killed by these creatures.
So they found it.
Elena gets captured and Roman discovers El Dorado. Now, at this point, you think that the twist would be over and the story has changed so much since the beginning. Well, you're wrong. Sneaky Navarro, knowing of the curse, tricks Roman into opening the statue, revealing that it's actually a sarcophagus containing a mummy infected with an airborne mutagenic virus. Upon Roman turning into one of these mutants, Navarro swiftly kills him and takes control of his men, planning to sell the virus as a biological weapon.
Open it!
My God.
Watch this. Adios, jefe. So little imagination.
Nate, being the hero he is, jumps onto the statue and rides it as it is airlifted onto a boat in the bay. There, Nate defeats Navarro and manages to sink both the idol and him to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, Nate!
Adios, asshole.
Quite honestly, the ending was a little anticlimactic for me. I mean, if you're gonna show Navarro to be a shrewd and cunning villain, don't kill him off like that. Just look at the way they killed him. I mean, Nate took a good 3 to 4 seconds to push that helicopter off the boat. And those 3 to 4 seconds, Navarro could have done anything. I mean, number one, he had a shotgun. He could have just killed Drake then and there. Number two, who takes that long to realize that their foot is stuck on a rope and they just have to move it a little bit? But nope, Nate pushes the helicopter down. Navarro's foot is stuck in the rope and he gets dragged along down with the idol. The idol sinks, Navarro dies, and well, of course, Nate becomes the hero he was meant to be. Anyway, Sully manages to recover chests of Spanish gold. Thank God the entire trip was not a waste. And the three of them leave the island with Nate and Elena bonding with each other. cueing in the epic Uncharted theme music.
Thanks.